Frango De Panela, or simply pot chicken, is a cherished Brazilian classic recipe. As the name suggests, it's cooked in the one pot, offering the benefits of both ease and speed, making it perfect for those bustling weeknights when you just want a taste of Brazil on your plate in under 30 minutes.
Hey, I'm nutritionist Scott Baptiste and welcome back to my Food for Fitness kitchen. This recipe came about thanks to a conversation I had with a Brazilian guy who I used to play volleyball with. We were chatting about food and the cuisine from different countries and so on, and he shared this recipe with me that his grandma used to cook for him when he was a kid. Now, traditionally chicken thighs or legs would be used in this recipe, but I've opted to use chicken breasts instead just to keep the calories and the fat content down. But if you're not fussed, then go ahead and use chicken thighs instead. I was also pretty surprised when he said that his granny used Worcester sauce in the recipe, but he said you can also find different versions that use soy sauce instead. It seems to be that so long as you've got some kind of sauce that gives that umami flavor, that's the important thing. Right, ready to do this? Well, let's cook.
As always, the first thing to do is to chop up one onion, and we're going to do the same with a pepper. I prefer using red peppers for this recipe. I think they work better, but you could use any other colour. It just depends what you've got lying around in the fridge, to be honest. Then you're going to heat some coconut oil and then fry that chicken breast on a high heat. Normally I don't stipulate the oil, but I think coconut oil works best for this dish and gives it a nice little bit of sweetness. If you don't have coconut oil, you can use something else instead. But anyway, fry that chicken on a high heat until it starts to get some colour on it on the outside. Then remove it, set aside, and then fry off the onion and the peppers. You won't need to add any more oil at this stage, assuming you're using a non-stick pan. And then once they have cooked and they're softened, add your garlic, some tomato puree, along with a teaspoon of paprika. That's just normal paprika, not the smoked kind. Fry that for a further 30 seconds or so. And at this point in the video, it'd be fantastic if you could click that like button. It really does support the channel and I would really appreciate it. Then add 1 can of chopped tomatoes along with some Worcester sauce or soy sauce if you don't have any Worcester sauce, and black olives. You can skip these if you're not a fan of the olives. And then crumble in 1 chicken stock cube. Then all you need to do is mix everything through so it is nicely combined. You don't need to add any salt to this recipe because we're using the stock cube, that should be salty enough. And then you're going to add the chicken back into the pan, give it another mix, and then keeping the heat on a medium to high temperature, you're going to simmer that for about 15 minutes until the tomatoes start to break down, the sauce thickens up, and the chicken is fully cooked through. Then all you need to do is just plate it up, garnish with something green, and get stuck in. This recipe goes really well with some rice or some other veggies on the side as well.
So that is how you cook Frango De Panela, or Brazilian pot chicken. I cannot wait to get stuck into this recipe, and as you saw in the video, it is so quick and easy to make. It is an absolute winner for midweek cooking. So I'm going to go and eat this, but before you go, it'd be great if you could click that subscribe button, because I'm posting brand new high protein recipes on a Monday and Thursday, and if you click subscribe, you'll get notified as soon as I post a new recipe so you don't miss out. And also leave a comment below and let me know what you thought of this recipe. Right, I'll speak to you later.